How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fritz, and in this video you're going to find out the most important skill every music producer needs to develop to be under the top 5% music producers in the world. I just found out that 79% of the people who watch my videos, maybe you even included, are not subscribed to my channel yet, so definitely make sure you hit the subscribe button. Also like this video to not miss out any tech house production, house music production tutorials, and also check out my music on Spotify. I have the link for that in the description box. If you're a DJ, you can also definitely buy my tracks on BEATPORT if you like them and if you think that people are gonna dance to my tracks. I personally really believe that. I would say let's get straight into the video. As music producers, there's a lot of skills you need to develop. The mixing skills, the mastering skills. There's heaps of skills which are really important, and especially when you go into detail about the technical stuff, for example, how to mix the kick and the bass properly, how to mix the vocals properly, how to process everything, how to sidechain everything. There's one skill I discovered for myself is the most important skill. And if you're not having this skill and not developing this skill properly, then you can have the best mixing skills in the world and the best mastering skills in the world. Your music is still not going to sound good enough. I'm not going to wait now for ages to tell you exactly what this is about, but I'm going to show you basically in FL Studio what I'm talking about. So, and this is in the production phase, in the creative process of creating a new project, a new house music or tech house track. So let's get straight into this. I have this little beat. This is how it sounds like. So everything you can see obviously is guitar loop and then those chords. What happens if I exchange those chords to something else which doesn't match it? Let's find out. Yes, you're right. What I'm talking about in this video is basically the fact that, let's say you have an idea, you have this basic guitar loop like in this track. And there's two options you can go now into. Option one is you add samples and sounds and rhythms and melodies which make this idea stronger, which support this idea what you produced in the first place. Or the second thing is you're going to add elements which just don't match at all and you're going to push the idea away. And this is a skill you need to develop. You need to hear what is match, what kind of sound is good. Also, it all starts also down to which octave you're using. Sometimes, especially in my old tracks, I usually put a few like instruments way below what it should be in, like the frequency range, because I didn't have this experience. And that's a skill you're going to develop over the course of the next 5 to 10 years probably. You're just getting better at it because there's elements which are going to push it away, as you can hear here already. This classic brass pad is basically so independent, it sounds so strong already, that this basic guitar melody what I had in the first place is now in the background. Even though I wanted to have this basic guitar, this guitar melody, I wanted to have it in the foreground. Other elements like, for example, easy plugs support the idea of the guitar loop. Not this one. And now we can also play with it. There's a few things you can do. For example, you can now add effects which basically make it even more supportive. So let's say if we have the two elements which are really in your face, basically an organ and a guitar loop, you just add to one of them more reverb, which pushes one in the background, which is going to push the organ in the mixing space backwards, which is going to support the idea again of the guitar loop being the main element on the main basic idea of this track. By the way, if you haven't checked out the other video which explains how to mix the kick and your bass properly in your tech house tracks, definitely make sure to check out this video here, and also check out my music on Spotify, like this video, subscribe to my channel to not miss out any tech house production tutorials. There's elements, for example, hi-hats or claps or percussions, which can support the idea, which make it strong, which make it go into the direction you want it to go to, or it can push it away from the basic idea and basically destroy this basic idea. For example, this hi-hat is way too aggressive. We've got to exchange it with something subtle, something which matches to, let's say, this guitar loop. So let's look for like a more easy hi-hat. Also the pitch is important again. And this goes now not even just for sound selection. Sound selection is the top of the pyramid, but below the sound selection is also the mixing, how you EQ things. For example, if you now boost, let's say, the high frequencies of the organ, you're not going to hear the guitar that much. If you now lower the high frequencies from the organ, you're going to hear the guitar better again. see? So that was the video basically, guys. Make sure that if you put sounds or melodies or even the right octaves into your tracks, make sure that they are matching and they're supporting the idea of the basic track you're having. Sometimes adding wrong elements can be really nice because you want to create something different as well, which is sometimes even a bit weird. Definitely make sure to check out, by the way, Construction Side, which is one of those tracks where like I put a lot of different elements into the track and they don't make that much sense. There's like a lot of independent things, but at the end of the day, they still somehow make sense because I put them together and I felt like those strange sounds together with the Rhodes. Then you have this, the vocals, and then you have the nice bass line and the hi-hats. They somehow make sense, even though they're a bit independent from each other. But this basic idea, I wanted to have the basic idea was weirdness, and it's exactly this track. So definitely make sure you check it out on Spotify as well. Other than that, guys, hope you liked this video. Make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel, and also comment below this video what exactly you want me to cover in my next production tutorials. You want me to cover more sound design, you want me to cover more mixing, or a tutorial how to produce music like this or that specific artist. Let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
I'm like a construction site, which still has to be built.